I'll give you.
Court calls case of the people versus Carla Berg.
On behalf of Ms. Bird, who approaches.
She's waiving her right to preliminary examination.
That is correct, Your Honor, and we would like to respond at the appropriate time.
Briefly, you'll be able to respond. Ma'am, you're waiving your right to preliminary examination?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that's a proceeding where the people would have to show by probable cause that the offenses alleged were committed and that you committed them?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you'll not have that hearing? You'll proceed to circuit court for further resolution?
Yes, Your Honor.
People also waive their right. Preliminary examination having been waived, defendants bound over on both counts. Your turn.
Oh, thank you, Your Honor. I'm sorry. I was just writing that down. We acknowledge receipt of information. Wait for my reading stand mute at this time.
Defendant every way formal reading standing mute. Court will enter a not guilty plea. Pre-trial will be set for
October 29th at 1:30.
October 29th, 2004, 1:30. As to bond.
As to bond, Your Honor, my client provides that she would be able to stay at Travis's stepmother's home in Clinton Township. She gave me an address for that. Mr. Bogan, I'm sorry, Travis. Travis is no longer in the area. He went back to Georgia. I know that when we did the violation hearing, some of this stemmed on initiation of contact from him with the one of the alleged victims in this matter. He is not going to be an issue in this case anymore. She's asking for an opportunity to be out, at least on home confinement. Your Honor, she is pregnant. She advises she's not getting the best nutritional care at the jail. Certainly, she provides that she would be fine with the home confinement. I'm concerned about her stress levels in the jail. I understand that last we were here, we discussed that on the record somewhat, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. She does have an OBGYN appointment on the 15th of November. She would like to be able to go to, however. So I'm just asking for an opportunity for her to be on home confinement. Again, she's not going to have she has no problem not going to the football games. That's not going to be an issue for her anymore. The preliminary testimony provided that there was no contact between the two of them. I know that there won't be regardless. She's not going to be putting herself in a situation where Chloe could show up at a home where she happens to be at either, because she would be out of the area entirely.
Response.
I'll try to keep it brief, Your Honor. Your Honor, this court proceeded over a bond violation hearing. I wasn't here for that, so Your Honor is more aware of the details than I am. But what I do know is that there was at least 2 clear violations. Minor victim involved who is already scared, already had to witness something terrible at the hands of this defendant, already is in a horrible situation with her father because of the defendant. This defendant is a grown woman. She needs to start acting like it and stop blaming other people. She has made decisions, despite this court's orders, to go to events that are related to the school of this minor child victim. Her attitude has been very poor regarding this matter. She has not taken responsibility by way of at least changing her behavior. I understand we're in an active pending case, so she's limited in that regard. I completely understand that. But to sit here and try to blame someone else, I have no doubt that this Travis person is doing a horrible job being a father and is doing a horrible job mitigating this situation. However, we don't have jurisdiction over him. We certainly don't have jurisdiction over Chloe, the minor child involved. And she should not be held responsible for avoiding this defendant. There is no reason she was at those football games at all. And I have little doubt that she would continue this behavior. And I'm not sure exactly if I picked up on it correctly, but it sounds like she's going to be staying with family members of the victim because that is the biological child of Travis. So I'm not sure how that would make any sense.
I don't think it's going to work. And I hear you. And I listened to Chloe and heard everything from it. I'm not even sure why this is being raised again, because it's not going to happen. Motion for bond reduction denied. Bond will continue. I have a plea form that indicates she's going to be pleading guilty to an added count 2 of animal cruelty, 2 to 3 animals, a 1-year offense. Upon a successful plea to that charge, count 1 would be dismissed. I don't know what all this other stuff is. Restitution is waived, no delayed or deferred, and defendant must surrender all rights to all of the animals. Defendant cannot own animals while on probation. and the Humane Society of Huron Valley can do home checks to assure that.
Thank you.
That's the court's full understanding.
That's a correct statement, Your Honor. And just for the record, the restitution amount as of today is just under $107,000 that the Humane Society is willing to waive.
I don't know what she said.
In regard, go ahead, apologize.
Hold on. She said the restitution amount is just under 107,000, which the Humane Society is willing to waive.
And the surrender of the animals, the Humane Society will be bringing her the surrender forms, the forfeiture forms for all animals today. She has 24 hours from today's date. Basically, she'll be signing them in the presence of the Humane Society. That has to be done within 24 hours of now, or else we'll be moving to withdraw from this plea agreement.
Will the Humane Society come here so I can sign them in front of them?
Yes.
Okay.
And
how many?
Or the facility you're going to?
There were 6 animals, and they will be bringing her 6 forfeiture forms.
I didn't own the cat. Does that matter?
You what?
That you have to ask him, not me.
I didn't own whatever. I did not own whatever cat they were talking about. I don't know what cat it was, and I didn't own any. So
It doesn't matter. She'll still have to sign the form.
what?
So, Ms. Lindo, the prosecutor explained to me that because these cats were found on your property, you have to sign that you're not wanting to keep them.
Them?
Whoa.
Is it more than one?
Whose cats are they?
Nature.
They appear to be feral cats, Your Honor.
What?
They appear to be
They
feral. Your Honor.
belong to the neighborhood. They go from barn to barn.
Okay.
In addition, the Humane Society will be coming out to her home daily now with live traps to remove the feral cat colony that is currently living on her front lawn.
They are not there now.
They'll be coming out to make sure, but just so she knows, the Humane Society will be at her house every day now.
Okay. So, folks, is this ready for a plea?
The animals, it is ready for a plea. The animals were removed from the Humane Society. They have them in their care. The feral cats are additional now. So they're ready to do what they need to do to get them off of her property.
Got it.
They aren't there. There's no cats to get.
Wonderful. Then they will confirm that and on we go.
Is that everything?
Yes, I'll stop talking now. Thank you.
And I can confirm that is everything, Your Honor.
Ma'am, if you could please raise your right hand.
I'm gonna hold it up.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I have a little difficulty with that because I'm going to plead to things that I know are not true.
They're asking if you're going to tell the truth.
I'm going to tell the truth, so help me God.
You can put your hand down. Ma'am, it's this court's understanding that you're going to be pleading guilty to the charge of animal cruelty 2 to 3 animals. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration, a $2,000 fine plus court costs, up to 300 hours of community service, or a combination of any of those penalties. You understand that, ma'am?
No. Am I accepting those penalties?
But you have to say that you understand that you could be given those penalties. You could be.
Okay, I understand that I could be given those penalties.
Okay, you understand that those are the maximum penalties, ma'am?
They're the maximum penalties.
Yes.
All right. And understanding that, do you still wish to plead guilty?
Do I wish to plead?
Do you still wish to plead guilty, understanding that those are the maximum penalties that can be given?
Because I'm not sure I realize and I appreciate who's ever helping her. However, I'm not sure she's understanding what I'm saying.
Yes, Your Honor, may we approach for a moment?
Sure. Okay, record should reflect we've had a bench conference in this case. Ms. Lindblade?
Yes,
What I'm going to do is I'm going to adjourn this matter out 1 week. Okay? And your attorney will be in touch with you.
what's the purpose of that? I can't plead guilty now?
No, your attorney is going to call you.
Your attorney will call you.
Okay.
And you can blame it on me because under the circumstances, I don't know that I would accept your plea today.
So he wouldn't accept your plea. So say, okay, you're going to go to
Not
court
today.
again.
Okay,
Court a different day.
Okay? So I'm going to put it out 1 week to the 24th.
my
And
daddy.
then we'll get in touch with your attorney and then we'll see exactly where we are on that. Okay?
Okay,
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Bond continued.
Thank you, Your Honor.
thank you, Your Honor.